Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Agyanati Vrindasya Gyananjana Shalakya Chakshuramitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we are reading Bhagavad Gita, chapter 14, three modes of material nature. And Krishna in the first verse, he said, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, again I shall declare to you this supreme wisdom, the best of all knowledge, knowing which all the sages have attained supreme perfection. By becoming fixed in this knowledge, one can attain to the transcendental nature like my own. Thus established, one is not born at the time of creation or disturbed at the time of dissolution. So these are the first two verses. So Krishna is speaking, glorifying this knowledge which is going to deliver in this particular chapter. So this knowledge, one who is having this knowledge and fixed in this knowledge will attain to the transcendental nature like my own, means like Krishna. Being a part and parcel of Krishna, we are transcendental, we are spiritual, but we are in this material world and we are influenced by the three modes of material nature. And Krishna is saying the total material substance called Brahman is the source of birth, and it is that Brahman that I impregnate, making possible the births of all living beings, O son of Bharata. So what is this material nature? So that is Krishna's energy, and that is source of birth. So we discuss in detail about how the matter and soul comes in contact. So material nature is the immediate source of birth, right? But ultimate cause behind birth is Krishna himself, because Mother Nature, she is mother, and we know that without the help of father there is no child. So similarly Krishna is saying this material nature is the source of birth, but aham bija pradapita. It should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving father. So we must know that nature itself, nature alone, our mother nature alone is not the source of birth, but behind that Krishna, he is the supreme father, he is the seed-giving father. So this is the process of creation. And now, because this material nature, after speaking about this material nature, so Krishna is speaking about the three modes of material nature. So material nature consists of three modes: goodness, passion, and ignorance. When the eternal living entity comes in contact with nature, O mighty armed Arjuna, he becomes conditioned by these modes. So we are spiritual, we are transcendental, but when we come in this material world, we are conditioned, we are bounded with three ropes, or we are conditioned with three modes of material nature, that is mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. So how somebody is bounded with mode of goodness? Krishna is saying, O sinless one, the mode of goodness, being purer than the others, is illuminating, and it frees one from all sinful reactions. Those situated in that mode become conditioned by a sense of happiness and knowledge. So out of these three modes, mode of goodness is purer, and it is the topmost out of these three. And the people or the living entity is bounded in mode of goodness with the sense of happiness and knowledge. We discuss about it because it is pure. People in mode of goodness, they do not commit sinful activities. They are pure-hearted people, and but they are conditioned in this material world with the sense of happiness and knowledge, because they have knowledge. Yeah, they know what is good, what is bad, and based on that, they are always engaged in pious activities, right? And they feel a sense of happiness because of pious activities. They feel happiness, right? And they become conditioned to this sense. Okay, why? What is the need? No, I'm happy. Everything is fine. So this is another. This is conditioning in mode of goodness. The mode of passion is born of unlimited desires and longings. O son of Kunti, and because of this, the embodied living entity is bound to material fruitive actions. So somebody who is bounded with mode of passion means having lots of material desire, always hankering after something, and there is an attraction for opposite sex. So these are the symptoms of person in mode of passion. And Prabhupada explaining in purport that people in mode of passion, because they have lots of hankering, lots of desire, so they are bound to suffer. They are bound to take lots of anxiety also. Because whatever they do, it's not easy to do. Anything we want to achieve in this material world, for that, we have to take lots of anxiety and stress. And always there is a fear of losing that thing. So this mode of passion means stress is there, anxiety is there, fear is there. So these are the symptoms. Uh, O son of Bharata, know that the mode of darkness born of ignorance is the delusion of all embodied living entities. The result of this mode are madness, indolence, and sleep, which bind the conditioned soul. So somebody, this is the lowest mode of nature, that is mode of ignorance. Somebody not knowing about life, the purpose of life, just sense gratification, is the only goal of life. So this is mode of ignorance. Even person is not having any desire. Like people in mode of passion, at least you will see, out of passion they will do some social activities also, like hospital and school and so many, all these things. Even means things doing uh, uh, means out of passion means we will understand even these activities, social activities, all these activities can be in transcendental platform also, and in mode of passion also. So we were discussing last time. So especially because they are doing good, so they have little bit understanding. Once they are frustrated with their material enjoyment, material desires, at least they move forward towards goodness. But mode of ignorance is something where there is no hope, very much conditioned. The person is not having any sense of development, any sense of advancement, just dull-minded, like trees and all, compared to this birds and beasts. They are into mode of ignorance. Lowest species of life means mode of ignorance. They don't have any sense, just bodily needs, fulfilling bodily needs, desires. Then in verse number 9, Krishna is again concluding these three modes. O son of Bharata, the mode of goodness conditions one to happiness, passion conditions one to fruitive actions, right? Like Prabhupada in purport, he's writing how people are bounded with mode of passion, and he's giving example of like big scientists or big inventors. They are so much, uh, uh, they are so much dependent on their invention. They have so much means so much proud of their inventions that they do not believe in God, and they are totally have taken shelter of those things. So even means they are always one after another, they are doing something, even though means they might experience that even after so many inventions, so many things, still suffering is going on, problem is going on, but they are never ready to take a pause and find out the real solution. They are not trying to understand what is the root cause of the problem. So that is mode of passion. People in mode of goodness, if they do something and do not find any result, they take a pause. They try to understand the truth behind everything. the root cause of the problem behind, right? Like we all are mode of goodness. That's why we are taking interest. We are trying to understand Bhagavad Gita. Why problem is there? Who am I? Yes. What is who is the creator? Who is behind all these, whatever is happening in this material world? We are trying to understand. So somebody who is not in mode of goodness will not spend time for such things. They will just run and they will think that, okay, only my efforts or whatever they are doing is going to protect them. So, and ignorance covering one's knowledge binds one to madness. Somebody who is in mode of ignorance means madness. Mad person means not knowing the truth, not knowing the life. Madness. They are doing just opposite. They think that if I drink, if I eat meat, if I do all sorts of nonsense activities, it's an enjoyment. But ultimately they do not know that they are suffering. Even like animalistic people, or not animalistic, but animals itself, Prabhupada is saying, because they are in bad situation. Like we give example of a pig. We can know that a pig is not in good situation, but out of ignorance, pig, what he thinks or she thinks, oh, such a nice situation, so much to eat, so much to enjoy, that is called conditioning. So somebody very much conditioned means will not be able to understand. Only other person who is elevated, advanced in Krishna consciousness can see the truth. Otherwise, not possible. So that's why if you ask people even enjoying liquor and so much, so many things, for them, no, this is not, for them it is good. Because without having any conviction, how will you go about it? Somebody having conviction that, okay, this is good for me. And that's why they are taking it. And again, it is because they're bounded. Sometimes the mode of goodness becomes prominent, defeating the modes of passion and ignorance, O son of Bharata. Sometimes the mode of passion defeats goodness and ignorance, and at the other times, ignorance defeats goodness and passion. In this way, there is always competition for supremacy. So this competition is going on. Even we can experience in our life. Based on situation, based on association. Sometimes we are in mode of goodness, sometimes in mode of passion, and sometimes in mode of ignorance. So these modes are fighting. There is a competition going on. The manifestation of the mode of goodness can be experienced when all the gates of the body are illuminated by knowledge. So how to experience mode of goodness? All the gates. There are 9 gates means, eyes, nose, ears. We discuss about all these senses are being utilized in their proper sense. Means they are satisfied, they are happy. Happy means whatever is the purpose of the senses, right purpose, like being utilized for that. Like eatables, whatever we are eating, if it is in sattvic mood, that will give us sense of satisfaction, right? So similarly, hearing, seeing, if it is aligned, if it is giving, if it is healthy, if it is improving our consciousness, that is good. That is goodness. So, O chief of the Bharatas, when there is an increase in the mode of passion, the symptoms of great attachment, fruitive activity, intense endeavor, and uncontrollable desire and hankering develop. These are the symptoms in mode of passion. So like we were discussing about even devotees, you see they are putting so much effort for something, isn't it? If they are building some temple or distributing book, are they not doing hard work? They are putting so much effort to distribute books or to do whatever spiritual activities are there. But there's a difference between that. So one is very simple, we can understand. One is transcendental and another is material. Transcendental means working for higher purpose, working for the pleasure of Krishna. That's not selfish mentality, right? So this is the difference between the passion and the transcendental passion. Transcendental passion means working for Krishna. That is Shuddha Sattva, not passion exactly. So for Krishna, for the pleasure of Krishna, for the welfare of others, the people are taking so much pain. So all the devotees, even you see, they are doing so much. They're taking so much pain, so much sacrifices they are doing. All these saints, you see, they have sacrificed so much. It was not out of passion, it was out of compassion. Out of compassion. If you see passionate people, even they, out of this thought process that they are doing good for the society, like Hitler, he was in mode of passion, and he was thinking that whatever I am doing good, but ultimately it was destructive. But when devotees, they do hard work or they put extra endeavor, it is not destructive, it is constructive. Jesus Christ, all these devotees you see, Srila Haridas Thakur, they took so much pain. They were putting so much effort for what? Not for sense gratification, not for selfish purpose, but it was for others' upliftment, others' benefit. And it was for a spiritual cause, not some material benefit, but a spiritual benefit. When one dies, okay, now we are going to start from here. Okay. So when there is an increase in the mode of ignorance, O son of Kuru, darkness, inertia, madness, illusion are manifested. These are the 4 points. Darkness, inertia, madness, illusion. Even Prabhupada in purport, he is writing that if somebody is in mode of ignorance, for sure in next birth, he will be mad. Even he can become mad also. Which people in mode of ignorance means they are mad only. What is the definition of mad? Madness. What is the definition of how to understand somebody is mad? Not knowing his true identity, right? Mad people, what they say? They think they are what they are not. That is madness. They think whatever they are doing, that is not good for them, but they think it is good for me. This is called madness, not having knowledge. They are ignorant people, right? Yada sattve praviddetu pralayam yati devita tado tat vidam lokan malan pratipadyate. When one dies in the mode of goodness, he attains to the pure higher planets of the great sages. Now we are going to discuss the destination. If somebody dying in mode of goodness, what is the destination? Pure higher planets. So there are higher planets we know. There are like, if we talk about this one universe, we are on earthly planet. This is Earth. And above this, there are Bhur, Bhuva, Swa, Maharlok, Janalok, Taplok, Satyalok. Satyalok is the planet of Lord Brahma. That is the topmost. If somebody is like in goodness, at the top of the goodness. Top of the goodness means, how should I say? Like pure, even pure goodness, I will not use this word, means you are 100% in mode of goodness. Then which loka you will get? You'll go to the planet of Lord Brahma, because he is in 100% in goodness. And similarly, based on the level of goodness, we have different lokas: Swar loka, Mahar loka, Jana loka, Tap loka. These are different planets. Saintly peoples are there. Like Swarg loka. Swar loka we say. Swarg is also in mode of passion. Means not only mode of passion I'll say, but people in mode of goodness. I think this is contradictory. But point is, somebody is in mode of goodness, somebody engaged in pious activities, good activities, they achieve this planet, Swarg loka, wherein they will enjoy the result of their pious activities. And that result of past activities is again sense gratification, right? So based on different levels, they will go to upper planets, different other planets, upper planets. When one dies in the mode of passion, Rajasi pralayam gatva karma sangishu jayate tatha pralinastam asi mudha yonishu jayate. When one dies in the mode of passion, he takes birth among those engaged in fruitive activities. Remember this point. Anybody dying in mode of passion, he will take birth among fruitive activities, engaged in, among those engaged in fruitive activities, right? Means association of those people or those kind of family wherein lots of fruitive activities of people in mode of passion. So he will take birth in that kind of family. And when one dies in the mode of ignorance, he takes birth in the animal kingdom. Clear? When one dies in mode of ignorance, for sure takes birth in animal kingdom. animal kingdom or animalistic life. Even maybe human being due to some reason, but his approach will be totally animalistic. Like we see even human beings also, they are leading a life of animals, like animals. Like if you see as per scripture, like killing animals, this is not human activity. This is not human tendency, human behavior. Killing animals or all these are lower species they are into. So I mean, these habits even makes people animalistic. These are animalistic activities basically. So yes. So somebody dying in mode of passion means he is going to take birth on earthly planet again, or means like mode of passion, purely in mode of passion. Purely in mode of passion means earthly planets. If there is a mixture, it's not that only somebody is pure in passion only. Always mode of passion is there is a mixture of ignorance and passion both. So there is a probability, there is a chance person can get into lower species also and can get on earthly planets, lower planets or earthly planets. Earthly planets means middle. So these are the result of mode of passion, and mode of ignorance for sure lower planets or animalistic life. The results of pious action is pure and is said to be in mode of goodness. But action done in the mode of passion results in misery. Very clearly it is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. So results of pious action is pure and is said to be in mode of goodness. So all these different pious activities we see, that is in mode of goodness, and that is source of happiness. At least person will be satisfied, happy. Yes. Anything in mode of goodness, either our eatables, our thought process, everything in this material world comes under three modes. Our dressing, our thoughts, our living standard, everything is in three modes. Means for sure we should make it sure that if we are in mode of goodness, happiness will increase. But unfortunately, people not having this knowledge, they think that if they have much more, if simply they think that if you have more, you will be more happier. This is the conception behind, right? All the materialistic concept means if you have more, you can lead a better life. That is the conception. And Prabhupada is writing, if you have more, you take more anxiety to maintain it. And you have more fear to lose it. Where is happiness? You see saintly people, they're so happy. Of course, we cannot imitate, but what is the learning we are getting from? The learning is, if we make our life simple, if we are not attached to so many material desires, material things, means our life is going to be happier. We will lead a peaceful life. But our objective is not just getting peace. We are struggling for higher purpose. And these simplicity will help us to focus on higher purpose. If we are engaged in so many things, how we will manage time for ultimate purpose, spiritual practices? We don't have time. You see so many people you keep on inviting, but people so much busy, they are not giving time. Knowledge only, there are three kinds of people or two kinds of people can never receive knowledge. Too busy and too comfortable. Somebody too comfortable means they want comfort, they want to be always in comfort zone, means you can say in simple terms, lazy people. They are never interested in knowledge. And too much busy, not having time for self, just running. They can never receive knowledge. So, yeah. What is the point I was discussing? Yes.
Let audience tell.
Yeah? I missed something. What is the point we were discussing?
Action and passion.
Huh?
Passion
Passion
results
results in
action.
Yes, action, miseries. I mean, this is, we have to understand, mode of passion means miseries, for sure, Krishna is saying. And action performed in the mode of ignorance results in foolishness. So like, these are the different terms we are hearing, learning. We can explore, like what are those activities in mode of ignorance we should avoid? What are the mode of activities? Tell me.
Sleep.
Huh?
Sleeping.
Sleep.
Eating.
Too much sleeping.
Eating,
Sleeping is required.
What is not required?
Huh?
I mean, we shouldn't be eating.
Without any discrimination, meat eating, like egg, fish, meat, whatever. I mean, untouchables, which is not recommended by scriptures, and intoxication, different kind of drugs. All these are different intoxication. Even anger is in mode of ignorance. I mean, that mix, you can say, passion, ignorance. But yeah, these are the things we have to avoid. Even bad association, if you go deeper into it, bad association. Why do we do bad association? Bad association, somebody who is not, that association which is not helping you to advance in Krishna consciousness. That is also kind of ignorance. And that will lead towards foolishness. Because whatever in bad association, whatever we are going to do, ultimately that is going to degrade us, deteriorate, will not help us to advance. So, yeah, so these things we should contemplate, whatever we are hearing. So activities in mode of goodness, or eatables in mode of goodness, habits, all these things, in these three categories, if you try to just explore, understand what to do, what not to do, right? So it will help us to advance in Krishna consciousness. It's like Prabhupada in this purport is saying that, like when it comes to ignorance, people are killing, eating meat just for the taste of tongue, they are killing. They do not know that they are going to be killed. As per the law of nature, if we are killing animals, the animal in future will kill us. He will be killed by this animal. Means once he will get another form, then that animal will kill the person. I mean, they do not know the result of their action they are doing. Even people killing animals, and Prabhupada is recommending especially killing cows. That is the deepest level of ignorance. And government promoting cow killing. Namo Brahmana Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Nama. Krishna, he is the protector of cows and Brahmanas. And Prabhupada is mentioning any society, if cows and Brahmanas are not being protected, any country, any means place, means that is symptom, that is sign of degradation. If cows and Brahmanas are not being protected, means it is degradation, sign of degradation. Means no peace will be there. No peace will be there, whatever government is doing. Some people out of passion, because in this modern world, mode of passion and mode of ignorance is very much prominent. And because of that, you see, they think that, okay, do whatever you want, just accumulate, just create facilities, just as much you can make economical development. And with that, there will be peace. But we see, do we see the result? And if you just contemplate upon and just you see the whatever is going on in this world, you see what is going on. I mean, just opposite. Whatever we desire, for whatever we are working for, I mean, we are seeing just opposite result. More anxiety, stress. Even WHO, World Health Organization, you know the report, even in future, as per WHO, cancer or AIDS, this kind of disease is going to be very far away. I mean, this is very small disease. And the most prominent disease is mental disease. People will suffer from anxiety and stress, depression. And why it is increasing? Because of this mode of ignorance and passion. If killing is going on, and you see so much advertisement, even you access mobile, anything you do, and so lucrative ads, eating meat, provoking. That is like youngsters, very easily they are moving towards. They enjoy flash. Means without flash there is no party. But they, out of ignorance, they do not know that they are creating problem for them. They are going to suffer a lot. This life and next life. So this is ignorance. Yeah. So we should protect cows. We should, yes, we should protect brahmanas. Brahmanas means because they are the heads. They are the guide. They are the teacher. They are protecting society by giving knowledge, because ignorance can be removed only by knowledge. So we should help, we should spread Krishna consciousness. That is the only solution to bring peace in society, for self and for others. There is no other solution. From the mode of goodness, real knowledge develops. Sattvat samjayate jnanam rajaso lobha eva cha pramadam Oho tamso bhavato jnanam eva cha. Verse number 17. From the mode of goodness, real knowledge develops. And this is the platform, springboard, wherefrom we can jump to transcendental platform. Without being in mode of goodness, there is no possibility. So at least whichever stage we are in, first of all, we should try to lead a life in mode of goodness. That is conducive atmosphere. That is very much favorable to advance in Krishna consciousness. Our understanding will increase. I mean, we will be able to understand the science of spirituality. Real knowledge develops, yes, from the mode of passion. Why real knowledge develops? What is unreal knowledge? Like people in mode of passion, they are getting so much knowledge, going to so many, means achieving so many degrees, so much knowledge they are getting. But that is not real knowledge. That is knowledge which can, of course, that knowledge will help you to maintain this body. But it has nothing to do with spirituality, with soul. And even what kind of body? Means simply being healthy. Is it a sign of being happy? No. So many healthy people, so many rich people, they are maintaining their body like anything, but full with anxiety and stress. What is the use of such life? So real knowledge develops. Means mode of goodness will help us to develop such kind of knowledge, transcendental knowledge. From the mode of passion, greed develops. Greed develops. Remember, mode of passion means greed will increase. And Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, what is 3 gates to hell? Kam, lust, anger and greed. These are the gateway to hell. If you are greedy, I mean, never be satisfied, never be happy. And from greed, so many other problems will increase. Enviousness, fault finding, so many problems will increase. These are all demonic mentalities. And where from it is taking birth? Out of passion, lust, anger, greed, all these taking place because of passion. Kama esha, krodha esha, rajo guna samudbhava. Rajo guna. Krishna is saying because of mode of passion, lust develops. And if it is not fulfilled, then anger. If it is fulfilled, greed. And all these are gateway to hell. Greed develops. Person will never be satisfied. There's enough to satisfy the needs of everyone in this world. That is statement always I forget what exactly, but this is, but it cannot fulfill the greed of one person. So greed is very dangerous. And from mode of ignorance develop foolishness, madness and illusion. So Prabhupada in this purport, he is saying that Krishna consciousness is the solution. It is recommended. Because people have no education in actual knowledge, they become irresponsible. You see, people out of passion, out of greed, whatever they are doing just for their selfish motives, that is irresponsible activity. Irresponsible. Because they are not concerned about others. Just for temporary, immediate benefit, they are ready to do anything and everything. You see, even like people in mode of passion, they do. Can you give me any example? Like people in mode of passion, doing they are doing irresponsible activities just to meet their personal selfish motives. Any example? Promoting liquor, is it not? Promoting liquor, promoting uh, meat eating, is it not? This is not good for others, but just because they need money, they are doing it. Many things you can see.
People taking bribe also in mode of passion.
Of course, that is greed. Because of greed, only people doing such sinful activities, no? Taking bribe, giving bribe, or doing all sinful activities. Why somebody? Even Arjuna asked why somebody is forced to do sinful activity. See, somebody who is in mode of passion, they are already, or somebody in bad association, they are already committing sinful activities. Even people knowing this, but is still committing sinful activities. We are on a spiritual path. Maybe still we are not transcendental as of now. I mean, point is, this lust or this is very powerful. This is very powerful. So all these knowledge we are getting just to check ourselves. If we are in mode of passion, we should check ourselves so that we can try to get back to mode of goodness, because we should know the repercussion. We should know that this mode will drag me into so many sinful activities, sinful desires, and that will become the cause of suffering, right? So this understanding will help us. Otherwise, people not knowing, not having this knowledge, they are just hankering and thinking that my desires once fulfilled, I will be happy. Any desire, any material desire, they think that once my desires are satisfied, I will be happy. But Krishna is saying, any sense gratificatory desire, this material desire, that is the source of suffering. Yehi samsparshaja bhoga dukhyonaya evate. Never ever. This is misconception. Thinking that this particular material desire, if I enjoy my senses, that will make me happy, that is illusion. It's like running into a desert, like a mirage, running for water. But that is not there. So these things we need to understand. So one who is having this knowledge, becomes so. Urdhvam gachanti sattvastha, madhye tishtanti rajasa, jaganya gudavrittistha, adho gachanti tamasa. So again, in one verse, Krishna is concluding the different verses we read, saying those situated in the mode of goodness gradually go upward to the higher planets. Those in the mode of passion live on the earthly planets, and those in the abominable mode of ignorance go down to the hellish worlds. Clear? Mode of passion means again and again taking birth. Means again, anyway, means mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. In all situations, we are taking birth. The difference is somebody in mode of goodness, pious activities, they will enjoy here. If they will go to upper planets, urdhvam gachanti, sattvastha. Urdhvam gachanti means upward. They will go upward. Mode of passion means earthly planets, or lower planets also they can go. Because if somebody is in pure passion, then earthly planet. And always there is a mixture, then there is a chance to get down into lower planets or lower species of life. Yes. When one properly sees that in all activities no other performer is at work than these modes of nature, and he knows the Supreme Lord who is transcendental to all these modes, he attains my spiritual nature. So we will discuss this shloka and we will close. This is very important. So as of now, we got to know about the material nature, the three modes of material nature, and the different qualities in mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance, and how it is impacting our life, or what the symptoms, right? Everything we could know, the influences of three modes of material nature. And now Krishna is saying, when one properly sees that in all activities no other performer is at work than these modes of nature. So understanding that whatever our thinking, feeling, willing, our activities, everything is influenced by the three modes of material nature. Actually, soul is transcendental. We are intact. We have nothing to do with this material modes, material nature. And he knows the Supreme Lord. Like we understand that I am soul, transcendental, and knowing that I am part and parcel of Krishna. Knowing the Lord, who is transcendental to all these modes, he attains my spiritual nature. Attains my spiritual nature, Krishna is saying. Means, when we know about I am soul, I am transcendental to the three modes of material nature, whatever is happening here is just because of the three modes of material nature, because this body is material and it is being influenced by the three modes of material nature, right? But I have nothing to do with this. I am spiritual, I am transcendental. I know Krishna, he is my master. Then what will happen? Attaining my nature means Krishna is a spiritual. We become a spiritual. Only knowing soul, not knowing Krishna, what will be the difference? If I know only soul, why two things are there? Knowing self and knowing Krishna. If you do not know Krishna, you do not accept Krishna, you know that you are not material, you are spiritual. Only this knowledge. What is the difference? What is the difference between? Is it not enough just knowing that I am soul? Huh?
No, it is not enough.
Huh?
No, it is not enough.
It is not enough. Like many people are there, they do not believe in God, but they believe that I am soul. What is the difference then? They believe that I am spiritual. I do not belong to this material world. Jagat Mithya. This is false.
But we
Have
are
you heard
just
this
part-
philosophy?
We are just part
Many
and
times we
parcel.
are, huh?
We are just part and parcel. He is original, he is whole. So unless we know the whole, it's incomplete.
Yeah, that is not complete knowledge. True. Means I know that I am spiritual, but I do not know my source. That is incomplete knowledge. Then what difference it will make? I'm just trying to get some points from you. What difference it will make if I just think that I am spiritual, but I do not believe in it that some supreme personality of Godhead and I am part and parcel of that God. What difference it will make? Huh? We have been discussing again and again Mayavadi philosophy. I am spiritual. I am God. Right now I am conditioned in this material body. Once I get liberated from this body, from the three modes of material nature, I will become God. I am God. Imagine. Such a big difference. Understand this philosophy. Simply not accepting God, creating such a misleading conception, which is creating havoc in life. If you think you are God, you are gone. Prabhupada is saying this is the last snare of Maya. We are trying to get out of Maya, and Maya influencing you to think that you are God means this is the last snare of Maya, and it is very difficult to come out of this conception. But once you accept your once you understand your true identity, and once you know the source of your identity, you know that you are part and parcel of God, then you become humble, you become submissive, you understand your true self. Because we are not God, we are part and parcel of God. We are we are not the master, we are servant. Huh? This is our true identity, and this will make us humble. This will make us to serve God. Otherwise, you are master, I am master. Nobody is there to serve. Where is the question of relationship? Where is the question of relation? And where there is no question of relation, there is no happiness. Because the relationship is the ground, is the foundation for happiness. And relationship is only there when we understand that somebody is master, somebody is superior, somebody is subordinate. But this subordination is not like some kind of slavery. Like in Krishna consciousness, it's not that when we accept Krishna as master, we become slave. This is not slavery mindset. This is a loving relationship. Krishna is our supreme master. He is the supreme enjoyer. And we, being a part and parcel, we are serving Krishna. And in that service attitude, or in that service, we enjoy more than the enjoyer. When the enjoyer enjoy the enjoyed, the enjoyed enjoy more than the enjoyer. Right? So this is our real, natural, constitutional position. When we understand this, we become spiritual. Then we do not develop enjoying mentality like people in mode of passion. What they are doing? They think I am the enjoyer, I am the master. But they are not. They are out of ignorance, they are trying to control the material nature, but they are not the controller. And Prabhupada is saying they will baffled in their plan. Whatever plan you may be having, materialistic people, even big people, materialistic people like Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, everybody was defeated because they were thinking that I am God. I am the supreme controller. Everything is in my control. But finally what happened? They were defeated. Yes? So this conception is the biggest enemy of our spiritual life. So we should understand we are not God. We are just insignificant part and parcel of Krishna. And when we are in our natural state, that is our spiritual state, and we are liberated. Then we are not influenced by the three modes of material nature. We know that, okay, modes, whatever influence is there, because now devotee means we are situated on transcendental platform, means we are just following Krishna, not our mind, not our material desire. My mind may say that, okay, do not go to the class. Do not follow Krishna consciousness. This is material mind. Will take you away. Maya will influence in so many ways. So many reasons you will find not to join, not to do, not to practice. So many reasons. Understand, mind is speaking. Maya is speaking through mind. Maybe so many logic, so many philosophy we can give, not to practice, not to do, accept. But that is Maya, taking us away from Krishna. So devotee means once they understand the desire of Krishna, once they understand God, that's what I asked this question. What is the use of knowing Krishna? Knowing Krishna means then you understand your real position. Without understanding Krishna, you are in illusion. Illusion, I am master. Illusion, that is. So when we understand Krishna, when we understand self, when we understand our relationship with Krishna, then we are liberated. That is what Krishna is saying. We are liberated. Whatever is happening, whatever means people, whatever they are saying, we should know that this is all because of the three modes of material influence. But I am spiritual. I am transcendental. I have nothing to do with all this. Next verses onwards we will discuss about. Arjuna is asking, what are the symptoms? Somebody who is transcendental, somebody who is free from the three modes of material nature. Would you like to know? Next session we'll do. Thank you so much. So we have discussed as of now. Yes. Just one shloka, let me read this. When the embodied being is able to transcend these three modes associated with the material body, he can become free from birth, death, old age, and their distresses, and can enjoy nectar even in this life. Such a beautiful line Krishna is saying. Don't think, sometimes people have this misconception that, okay, spiritual life means next life. Spiritual life means next life. But Krishna is saying no. If you are leading a spiritual way of life, you can be happy here, and after this life, you are going back home, back to Godhead, spiritual life, spiritual kingdom. So it's a win-win situation. Any intelligent person will immediately accept this proposal, isn't it? So we all are intelligent, that we have accepted Krishna consciousness, we are practicing. Let's make it more serious. I mean, time is less. We must utilize our every moment in Krishna consciousness. We do not know how much time we have. Such a special gift. Krishna personally appeared to give it to us. What we are waiting for? We should not have any excuse, any reason not to accept it, not to follow it. We should practice and we should spread it, because this is the only solution to protect people. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.